Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Welcome to my Fluid Art channel. Before we get started today, I just want to reiterate those announcements I made in the last video. Yes, I'm still taking a break, October through December. And yes, I will be having a live YouTube auction and free up some inventory. That auction date will be Sunday, August 2nd at 5 p.m. Eastern time. About a week prior to that, I will have up a auction preview video so you can see everything first. The details of how the auction will run will be in the description section. I will tell you now, if you see something you want to buy, I will have, kind of like eBay, a buy it now price, or you can take your chances at the auction where the minimum bid will be lower. So for example, I'm not selling this one, but if I said, hey, this one is buy it now at $250, you email me, you're the first one to contact me, you PayPal me, you Venmo me, whatever we do, you pay me, I ship it, it's no longer a part of the auction and it's yours. Or I say the minimum bid is $200, and if it goes above what you were going to pay, sorry. So that's how it's going to work. What else? I think that's it. Today's pretty much a continuation of last week, where I am still using the Infinity Base C all by itself because it's so thin and so runny. Still using 2 paint colors. Still having a heck of a time getting it to work. If I can't get it painting today, then I'm just going to give up on this can and give it to my husband and make him go recycle it. And then get a brand new can of Infinity because I think I got an off gallon. So without further ado, cross your fingers for me. Let me get you down. Hey guys, it's Karen. I just screwed up a deconstructed seascape, over tilted it. So I'm not going to bore you with it. Just put down a fresh puddle. We're going to go again because I'm using the same colors as last week because I'm enamored with them. So we're going to start with the Indigo by Atelier. All 2 paints. Indigo. I think I'm going to change up the order. I'm going to do Indigo. This is Master's Touch in the Pearl Dark Green. Followed by Arteza Pearl Chartreuse. And then my favorite, this is Amsterdam's green, grayish blue, or bluish gray, I can never remember. And this is the one that has the undertones of like a violet purple. And then we're going to top this off again with a little more of the indigo. That's like 4 different brands, y'all. And then just titanium white CA. It's pretty thick, can you tell? And let's give this a huff and a puff and see if I can do a better job in tilting it out this time. Cool air high fan. Yeah, I changed the order, and that might not have been a good call. It seems lighter than it did before. I'm going to put my popsicle stick in the middle of this. I'll put it at an angle. Hopefully you can see all the paint running toward that middle. Like a little bunch of grapes. You see them all go? My hand's probably in the way. But it does. You make a divot and paint runs toward it. And you get a nice deep well where you can remove your offending blob. In this case, oh my gosh, look at that. In one try, that's like almost completely full of paint. I don't know if I'm liking this. The only thing I like is this part right here. Do I just tilt? No, I need to spin first. You know you need to spin and open it up. I'm gonna keep spinning. I still have a corner to get to. This is wild looking. I am not going to touch it. I just want that one corner gone. It's got all these like puffy cells everywhere. Probably from putting it on top of those other colors. Oh my gosh, this one is crazy looking. Obviously, you see this corner? I wonder if I just keep spinning or do I add a little paint to it to help it along? I don't think it really needs it. I think I'll be able to get it off. Let me give this one more hard spin. This one might just be done, y'all. It's this one has nothing to do with me either. It just doesn't. This is all the paint doing all the work. Oh, I'm so close. Hold on. That'll do it. Yes, it did. It is wild looking. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting like all kinds of crazy reactions by not using the varnish. And it is just two paint with the infinity and that's it. That's all I'm doing. And it's extra celly. And I don't think that's the showing Floetrol or anything because it's happening to the colors. Let me wipe off my glass so you can see this. There's some things I wish didn't show up. I'm wondering if I could touch and get rid of, like, I love all these cells falling off the edge, but this little unicorn horn, I don't know. Do we leave the unicorn horn? Does he get to live? It's so wacky. I just need to stand here and stare. I have never had this kind of reaction before. I can't explain it. Prior to that fail that I covered up when I was trying to do a deconstructed seascape. I was getting that blurry effect that I was talking about 2 videos ago that I was kind of excited to see. So I don't know if the only thing I'm doing different is my CA is thicker than normal. It is basically, let me pick a color. Well, first, hold on. Let me work on the painting, then I'll show you. I want to show you my paint consistencies. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this out of here. No, it doesn't want to go. Where's my pipette? I'm just touching it with some white that's on my table. Some cleaner white. And just touching it and minimizing it with the edge of my popsicle stick. And get rid of this other little cell. Okay, that's cute. It's the other 3 are adorable. Not going to touch those. Yeah, it doesn't bother my eye as much. Crazy cool painting. I'm going to take my pipette right to the middle, or right used to be the middle, just to see if there's too much paint there, or did it all, oh no, it's gone, Karen. I kind of want like a little focal point there, because it's where everything is emanating from. There we go. I don't know what to say, guys. Not sure what's happening with my paints. That is one wild result. I have a minor bikini corner I'm going to touch up, because you know how I feel about those. We'll just put some lines there and have it disappear. Use some cleaner white. Gonzo. I'm stumped. I absolutely adore it. I don't know what to make of it. My favorite part that I pointed to earlier was like this part is still intact, and the rest of it just kind of went bananas, right? I don't know if it's like a combination of no varnish, runny house paint with thicker paint. Oh, it's going to show you my consistency. Let me do this because I don't want to drip in this. I'm going to slide him off to the side a little bit. You sit over there a second. You stay there. Be good. Here's my consistency. Like that. See how it leaves a good 3-4 second trace? That's consistency of my paint. Hopefully you can see that. And then my CA is nearly identical, where it is just as thick and leaves a long trace. That's the only thing I've done different. This is crazy looking. I can't spin it now. I guess I can. I can lift it up this way and put it back. Let's center it. Turn it toward you guys. There it is. It's cool. I think I really love the cells on the edge. I don't like this one cell. Because, you know, I like the blue one. I don't like this green one. I might not be able to do anything about it, though, because, like I said, there's barely any paint left. I might just be able to, like, dunk it. Yep. Dunk it away. It's like, Calgon, take me away. And this other little one, you can die too. I'm just going to dunk it. Bye-bye. Cheddar, I guess. I'd love to take credit for it, but I really can't. Let's see how it dries. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back with the dry results of this very crazy painting that somehow magically works. I like the composition. It has a ton, I was going to swear. It has a ton of cells, but enough negative space and a good composition that it's okay. I don't know what's going on with my paint in my studio lately. Let me come in on close on this. Well, first let me start over here with like these wacky cells here. And then all the ones that were on the corner, I did remove a whole bunch of cells. Like right after I turned the camera off, I sat there with my little skewer and dunked a lot. I got these cool cells here though. Random ones I left, like these guys, they got to live. But the star of the show is where the center used to be. And they look so 3D. Like, look at this. It's crazy. It's busy. But it somehow works. Like, those look so 3D and indented. It's crazy. There. And then up in here. And then I'm not going to be able to get the gleam, but the chartreuse color, it glows. Like it looks like it's a metallic. I'm not going to get it. I don't have the my flash on, but that color mixed with these just gives it a lot of visual interest, I think. I'm kind of digging it. I might throw it in the gallery just for giggles, or take it with me and see what they think. It is just going to get varnished and probably a dark gold floater frame. But isn't it wild? My other favorite thing is this top and the way this has like these lines like swooshing up, like swoosh. Very, very cool. But I can't get over the focal point. That's just craziness. So, the magic of fluid art, I'm telling ya. Anyway, that's all I know for now. I hope you guys have a great week. Stay cool. It's roasting here in the DC area for sure. And please like, share, and subscribe. You know, all the usual. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.